Hard Truths is a comedic drama written and directed by Mike Leigh, starring Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Michelle Austin, and David Weber. Pansy is a woman so full of rage that every interaction she has devolves into lashing out, whether at her utterly cowed husband and son, or random strangers who have the temerity to address her. In contrast, her younger sister, Chantel, lives with her two vivacious daughters and plies a successful trade as a hairdresser, putting clients at their ease all day long. Yet, beneath Pansy's abrasive exterior are hints of a more fragile psyche, one motivated by fear and damaged by repressed pain. This review will be spoiler-free. Marianne Jean-Baptiste is a force in this film, and was surely deserving of the Oscar nomination that she did not receive. She plays Pansy, who, after suffering a traumatic loss in her life, has become bitter and resentful. She is desperately seeking control of every aspect of her life, and is not dealing with the trauma, as the loss that she suffered causes her to reflect on her hard upbringing. She is the kind of person that many would be quick to label as crazy and cruel, but we get to understand her as a deeply sad character that cannot deal with grief. She will start fights with people in public and label them disgraceful if they stand up for themselves. She will pass judgment on others and comment on things that she doesn't believe they are doing correctly, all because she is unhappy with herself, but can't truly look inward. She is never provoked. She often will go to bed after an argument, and is so in need of control over her husband and son that she has rendered them silent. She also desires love, grace, and help from them, but they can't give it to her because not only are they suffering themselves, but they are treated so terribly by her that they feel they have no agency. Her sister Chantel, played by Michelle Austin, is the inverse. She is a logical and practical person that tries to bring levity when conversing with Pansy. She goes out and works hard as a hairdresser, creating rapport with her clients, and is just trying to get on with her life. She has two funny and charismatic daughters that are very loving towards their whole family and feel passionately about bringing positivity to their situations. They are bright lights in the darkness, but they do not have enough power to truly make a difference. This is a low-budget drama, and you can tell, but the dreary and simple look to the film actually enhances the agoraphobic feeling that it has. It isn't colourful, as Pansy cleans her house aggressively on a daily basis and obsesses over her son being messy or getting hurt when he goes out on his solitary walks. He needs these walks to escape the negativity. There is one point in the film where Pansy breaks down crying, and it was very effective. It was a long, drawn-out scene and easily the highlight of Marianne's performance, but not because it is some grand Oscar-baity moment of acting. The tension that she holds throughout the film leading to this moment helps it to feel like an authentic release, and it certainly hits hard. Some people will not care for this movie, as it is not very eventful and it is not very optimistic, but it is a genuine reflection of what many people go through when they are overwhelmed by grief in their lives. Despite it being an examination of what grief can do to a person and, by extension, their loved ones, it is actually quite hilarious at points. There are so many brilliant one-liners and comebacks, and sometimes all you can do is laugh at the absurdity of some of the delusional things that come out of Pansy's mouth in a fit of anger. This was a great way of bringing some levity to the film, as Marianne Jean-Baptiste is so funny when delivering these witty lines. Pansy doesn't do it knowingly, but as a smart person, she is able to articulate her thoughts in a sharp way, which will get a genuine laugh out of you much of the time. There are some all-timer quotes in there. Even with the comedy, it isn't what you would call an enjoyable film, especially in its second half, but as a showcase of Marianne Jean-Baptiste as a deeply layered character, it is definitely worth a look.